Oh, there we go. There's the bell. All right. Okay, there's the bell. All right. So go ahead, do now, and then I have a lot of announcements to make, and then we'll have a 20-minute lesson, and then you do the quiz. Okay. Now, there's a reason why we're gonna do the lesson first because there's something I want to try today. All right, when you take the quiz. So, and I'm willing to offer extra credit for you to be able to do it. Okay. All right. So press pause, do now real quick, and then we'll come back. Okay. All right, and we're back. So now, first of all, I hope that you realize that both of these terms are from the same family. What I wanted to see was if you remember the lesson from the other day, even though this is more or less a 7th grade topic than a 6th grade topic. I want to see if you guys can do this. All right. Now, part of being able to do this is you being able to move this guy here and move this guy to the back, meaning making it look like this. Okay. And the second thing I need you to realize is 8e minus e, first of all, is not 8, right? Because you think, oh, e minus e. No, that's not true. This is 8e minus 1e, right? So if we got 8 e's and you minus 1e, how many e's are there left? Yeah, 7e, okay? All right, Unit 7, Day 21. Today's the last day of the marking period. Let's talk about that in a second. Homework, there's no homework. There's no homework. It's just a quiz. Okay, so that's your homework. All right, so that's 10 questions. All right, let's go to the Q&A. Okay, all right, attendance. All right, so and then again, all right, I'm pretty happy with my homeroom because everybody except one person has marked themselves present in homeroom. Okay, so please continue to do that. All right, and if you're not in 603, do that for your homeroom teacher. Okay, I'm sure they'll really appreciate it. Yeah, I talked about that already. No, just the quiz. Okay, all right. I got a brilliant idea. Okay, even though it took me 2 weeks to come up with it. So when you guys submit your homework, because it's not separated by class. All right, I'll give you an example. What usually happens is your homework looks something like this. So let's say 3 people. Adele from 604 submitted the homework, and then let's say, I don't know, Monty from 608 submitted the homework, and then I don't know, Zeta. All right, I'm not very good at inventing names. From 603 submitted homework. So it's listed alphabetically regardless of the class. So what's going on right now is I have to literally go through the 4 different 4 different spreadsheets for one for each class and put them in, and it takes me like 15 minutes. Like, it takes me a really long time to do it because I have to go back and forth between the 4 pages, and then some of you still not writing the homeroom, so I have to like try to remember people's names and then like what homeroom they belong in. It takes 15 to 20 minutes. It's really long. Okay, and I don't ever take that long to put grades in. So here's the new way of doing it. All right, this is gonna revolutionize how I do this, and it's gonna save me like 10 minutes. I kid you not. It's gonna save me like 10 minutes. So to save 10 minutes, I'm willing to add 2 extra points on your test today. If you do this, write down your homeroom number first, and then your first name, and then like write down your last name. Okay, so if your last name is Ross or something, and do it in capital letters. All right, if you can follow that. So homeroom, first name, last name in all caps, right? You will get 2 extra points on the quiz, and it's very easy for me to put it in because like your grade is gonna be right next to your name, and then I can just add the point right there. Okay, so for Adele, So the reason why I do that is because if you do that, then it wouldn't alphabetize people by their first name. It would alphabetize people by homeroom. So that means all the 603 students are going to be in 603. So I can do all the 603 students' grades first. And then, like, let's say there's 604. So, like, right? Like, so then you would have this. Oh, oops. She doesn't get 100, 2 extra points. Why not? Yeah, it's not in caps. Okay. So let's say she get 100, she get +2, and then, like, who's the last guy, right? And then when we get to 608, all right, Monty, I don't know. I have no idea. All right, Monty Johnson, right? And then, oops, doesn't get. See, even I'm forgetting it. This is not good. I don't think a lot of people are gonna get extra credit today. I'm forgetting the all caps. All right, so yeah, so if you can follow this format exactly, I can give you 2 extra points, and hopefully from now on you'll remember. You'll remember to do what? You'll remember to do this for every homework, guys. I'm asking you to do this. It saves me like 10 minutes. Okay. All right. Late homeworks, guys. Get it in by 3 p.m. today because I just got an email from the principal saying something about report cards. So I'm gonna try to follow the usual deadline. Okay, so get it in by 3 p.m. Get all the work in because today's the last day of the marking period. Monday, I'm gonna, do the grades and then send your grades to your parents. Oh, so that's this, right? Okay, so I'm gonna make some changes to the grade book because what I realized is I want to show your parents what you're going to get on your report card, at least for math, right? For all the work you've done so far in the third marking period. But then I also kept a second grade book to keep track of your, remote learning stuff, like all the homework you've done in the last 2 weeks and the 2 quizzes that you're going to have by the end of today. So, and I don't want to send them 2 documents. Like they're gonna be really like they're gonna be really mad at me if I do that. So what I'm gonna do is this. All right. When I send out email Monday, the grade book, everything that you have done so far this year is gonna look the same. Okay, like how I show it to you, right in class, and then the stuff you've done for remote learning, I'm gonna change all those numbers to a different color, like some like really different color than the colors you've seen on the grade book, like pink or something. Okay, so that way they can see like, oh, the numbers, the regular numbers are the ones that we've been doing all year, and then the ones in pink is the new stuff. Okay, right now as we speak, I don't plan on using the grades for the remote learning from homework and for the 2 quizzes. However, I think I'm gonna keep those numbers, and I think you should take those numbers seriously. Okay, just in case that there's a change of mind, from somewhere else, and you know what I'm saying. Let's just play it safe. Okay, so just try your best. Besides, I kind of want to see how you guys are learning the new stuff. So take today's quiz very seriously. Okay, take your time and do the quizzes. Don't skip any questions. All right, not a good strategy. And because I really want to see whether you guys are learning from my videos or whether you're even watching it, because that can change how I teach you guys. Okay. Birthday announcements. I got an email a couple of days ago saying, "Hey, what can I make birthday announcements?" I'll think about it. All right, because I'm not sure about letting everyone on the internet know that it's your birthday. All right, because there's some there's some data privacy issues there. I mean, I don't want everyone on the internet to know what day is my birthday either. You know what I'm saying? So let me think about it. All right, let me think about it. Okay, all right. Spring break packet. I gotta talk to you guys about spring break next week. All right. I'm waiting for the official word. All right, so all right, state exam. But I don't think it's gonna happen right now. So okay, uh, because it's been postponed. All right, I'm sticking to that word. Okay, all right. So let's see. Let's go to today's lesson then. So go ahead if you want to watch your Gudetama right now. Watch a 55-second Gudetama video. All right, and pause right, in the last second like I usually do. So this is what we've done all week. Okay, let's take a look. We started with that last Friday, and then we did this all week. Okay, so hopefully I didn't go too fast this week. All right, judging by the homework, I think you guys did pretty well, so that's good. Okay, yesterday we did this. Oh man, I forgot to erase this. Uh-oh. So we did this, which you guys did pretty well in the homework, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then, so what we're gonna do today is this. Let's have like a 15-minute lesson. All right. Let's see how we're doing on time. Oh, let's have a 10-minute lesson. And then you guys can take the quiz for 20 minutes. All right. If you need a little more time for the quiz, do it. Try to do it by 3 p.m. All right, because on Monday by noon, I'm gonna work on the grade book and all right, write this down first. I'm gonna work on the grade book and get all that sorted out, and hopefully I can email your parents by about like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, and then I'm gonna answer emails right within 24 hours, and I think by Tuesday noon, if I don't see any questions from you or your parents, I'm going to email the grades out to Miss Beth. Okay. Now, report card distribution, I don't know. I think there is a way. Hopefully, we can let you see your report card grades, but I don't think mailing it out it's gonna happen. I mean, because that would require people going back to the school building, and I don't see that happening. Okay. So we'll see, all right, as soon as these news come up, and I will let you know. Okay, all right, so today, for about the next 10 minutes, all right, we're going to talk about the distributive property. Now, this is nothing new, all right? And once I show you, you're going to remember what I'm talking about. So write this down real quick, all right? Press pause if you need to, because I'm going to move on. Okay, all right, so let's see. Now, at the very first unit of the year, when we talk about greatest common factor, one of the original questions, all right, if I remember correctly, was something like this. How can you rewrite this as a distributive property question? And the answer was you have to find the greatest common factor first, which is 4, right? And then you divide both of these by the greatest common factor, and you write this out front. 8 over 4 becomes 2, 4 over 4 becomes 1, and that would be like considered to be the answer, right? Because 4 times 2 plus 1, right, is same thing as 8 plus 4, right? And either way, the answer comes out to 12, right? Nothing crazy there. And the analogy that I used at the time was a salad analogy. So imagine if you go to a restaurant, right? Remember that analogy? And you order a salad, but you wanted like the lettuce on the side, right? That doesn't, so let's say you have a salad and you want the lettuce on the side, and let's say you got tomatoes and onions, right? So even if you have a salad, right, a regular salad where everything's together, you got a salad. But even if you put the lettuce on the outside, so let's say you only have tomatoes and onions in your salad bowl, and you have the lettuce on the side, that's still a salad, right? So it's like what I'm trying to say back then was that these are all the same things. It's just different ways of writing it. Likewise, we'll start here then, right? If we see this, there are 2 ways you can answer this. The first thing you could do, and remember the guy who talks with his hand a lot in that video from 2 days ago, right? He said you can just add this, and you'll get this number. But what I'm also trying to say today is this: if you distribute, all right, now here we go. I know you missed this. All right, let me use my double rainbow, right? My rainbow pen. If I distribute like this, meaning 7 times 8, right? What's 7 times 8? Right, 56, right? And I distribute this also. Now, why am I multiplying? Why am I multiplying? Why do you think this is multiplication? Yeah, the parentheses, right? Remember, the number right outside of parentheses indicates multiplication, right? So 7 times 1, 7. What's the answer there? Yeah, same answer. So that's a salad. That's a salad. All right, I need to get some water. Okay, all right, so that's a salad. That's a salad. All right, now, with that said, I would like you to go to the blog and watch video, watch video number 1. Okay, so watch video number 1 right now. If I remember correctly, it's about 5 minutes. Now, it's a review on this, which I really like. Okay, so press pause, watch video number 1 on your blog. All right, it kind of follows this, and the lady does a really good job. Okay, so when you're done, let's come back, and I want to show you one thing and one thing only, and then I'll let you start the quiz. Okay, so press pause right now. Okay, and we're back. So let's do this today, and then we'll end it. Okay, all right. Okay, so now I don't know if you remember this. Of course you remember because this was only yesterday. So yesterday, we were doing these questions. Right? Remember, to find a perimeter, you got to add all 3 sides. And then what you realize is you have to combine like terms, right? So you see how, by the way, so one of the things I want you to appreciate is how you know how we had to do perimeter first. Like if you didn't understand perimeter, you wouldn't be able to do those sort of questions, right? So now here I want you to find the perimeter of the following figure. So what does that mean? In this regular hexagon, right? 6-sided shape, that's a hexagon. And a regular hexagon means all the sides are the same. So all 6 sides are the same. Okay, that's why I put 1 slashes around all of them. So that means if that's 9y plus 1, how long would this be? Yeah, 9y plus 1, right? So that means if you really wanted to find this using what we did yesterday, what you would have had done or had to do was to do this. You would have had to write this over 6 times. Now that's a little bit tedious. No? So what's a shorter way of writing that? Think about it. All right. What's a shorter way of writing that? Yeah. 6 times each of the sides. Right? So imagine, right? If this were just 9, let's say each of these sides were just 9, right? So that's why I'm underlining it. You would do 9 times 6. You wouldn't do 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. You would just do 9 times 6. Likewise, now that the actual length of the side is 9y plus 1, you can just do 6 times that. So that brings us to this. How do you do this? Double rainbow method. You just multiply. So how you know how that video that you watch and in this question you do the double rainbow? Likewise, you do double rainbow here. Because some of you might say, well, what about 9y plus 1? But you already know that they're not in the same family. So you can't add them, right? So now you know why we had to do combining like terms first, right? Because if we didn't do that, you would have added it. You would have thought that this was 10y, right? So that wouldn't work. That'd be wrong. So hence, we can only distribute. There's nothing to combine inside. All right, so distribute. 9 times 6 is 54y, right? 6 plus 6 times positive 1 is 6. There you go. That's the answer. So in other words, let's do one example. All right, and then we'll start from here next week. What are these? Oh, okay. All right. So you distribute. All right. So write this question down. Okay. Just this one. So you would distribute, right? So 4 times n. What is that? 4n. Okay. So when you multiply a number with a letter, all you have to do is just put them next to each other, because there's nothing else you can do about it. Okay. 4 times 5. That's a plus sign. 4 times 5, 20. That's it. That's considered to be simplified. So remember the guy who was overacting and talked with his hands a lot, right? What did he say? Yeah, when you simplify, it means taking away the parentheses. All right? Mission accomplished. We took away the parentheses. Okay? So that's the lesson for today. How are we doing on time? Yeah, just about 20 minutes. Yeah, perfect. Okay. All right. So that's it. Go ahead and start the quiz right now. Remember what I said, right? I'll use a special marker just to make my point clear, right? Your homeroom first. Oops. I don't know if you can see this, but it's okay. This is nice actually. I like this. I like this ink. Right? So homeroom first. First name. Last name in all caps. If you do that, you will get 2 extra points on the quiz. Okay? All right, so go ahead, start it. All right. Take your time. Don't skip any questions, and try to do your work on a piece of paper. Okay? Let's try to get 100 on the quiz. Okay? I know you can do it. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend, and I will talk to you later. Okay? Oh, there we go. There's the bell. All right? Don't tell me you don't miss that bell.
OMG, that was so good.